In a fast paced world, overthinking often acts as a subtle thief, stealing our peace and creating chaos in our minds. It's all too easy to get caught in a storm of persistent thoughts, ruminating over the past, worrying about the future, or endlessly analyzing the present. For many, this pattern turns into an internal struggle, leading to anxiety and discontent. But what if there's a way to break free? Buddhism offers timeless teachings that guide us toward clarity and tranquility. This story follows a woman named Maya, whose life spiraled into chaos due to her relentless overthinking. Through her journey, she discovers 6 essential Buddhist principles that lead her to find inner peace and serenity. Chapter 1: The Weight of Overthinking. Maya was a 32-year-old marketing executive living in a busy metropolis. On the surface, she seemed to have it all: a steady job, a cozy apartment, and a supportive group of friends. Yet, beneath this image lay a tempest of thoughts that haunted her day and night. Regret for past decisions plagued her mind, while fears about the future loomed over her like dark clouds, casting shadows on her happiness. Every evening, after a long day at work, she sank into her couch, reflecting on moments she wished she could change. What if I had taken that promotion? Why did I let that friendship fizzle out? What if I never find true love? Each thought pulled her deeper into an abyss of anxiety, stealing her peace. One fateful night, after tossing and turning for hours, Maya heard a saying in a podcast that resonated deeply. The past is gone, the future is uncertain, focus on the present moment. It was a call to action, a chance to reclaim her life from the clutches of overthinking. Chapter 2: Seizing the Present. The following morning, Maya woke with a newfound determination. She recalled the words of the Buddha: "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment." As she prepared her morning coffee, she made a conscious effort to be fully present. Sipping her drink, she let the warmth spread through her body, focusing on the taste, the aroma, and the comforting sound of the steam rising. With every moment of mindfulness, she began to shift her perspective. She realized how many opportunities for joy and peace existed in the present: the laughter of her neighbor's children, the beauty of sunlight streaming through the window, and even the simple act of breathing. That day, on her way to work, Maya paused to admire a blooming flower that had managed to grow through the cracks of the sidewalk. It was a small reminder that life persists, no matter the obstacles. She breathed in deeply, surrendering her fixation on past regrets and future worries, embracing the beauty of the present moment. Chapter 3: Thoughts as Clouds. Maya continued her journey of mindfulness, realizing that thoughts often resembled clouds passing through a vast sky, impermanent and fleeting. One afternoon at her desk, a colleague made a snide remark about her recent presentation. The initial sting of criticism threatened to pull her back into the quagmire of overthinking. Instead of fixating on the insult, she recalled the teachings of the Buddha about treating thoughts as clouds in the sky. She took a few deep breaths, allowing the negative observation to float away like a drifting cloud. She reminded herself, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. Over time, this practice became her anchor. Whenever troubling thoughts arose, Maya would visualize them as clouds gathering and dispersing, freeing herself from unnecessary attachment. This newfound understanding helped her manage her responses and maintain her composure amid external chaos. Chapter 4: The Burden of Control. The following week brought new challenges. Maya felt overwhelmed by the demands of her job. She meticulously planned every detail of a marketing campaign, obsessively worrying about what could go wrong. But as she spent countless hours analyzing every possible outcome, her anxiety deepened. One evening, she stumbled upon a talk by the renowned Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh. He told the story of a man struggling to push a heavy boulder uphill without success. The man's frustration only increased as he used every ounce of energy to control an unmovable object. Thich Nhat Hanh posed the question, "Why are you pushing that boulder which is not moving?" Maya felt the realization wash over her. By trying to control every aspect of her life, she was exhausting herself needlessly. She decided to pause and reflect. What can I truly control? She asked herself. The campaign details? Yes. The outcomes? Number. With this reframe, she learned to let go of the desire for control. Instead, she focused on her preparation, trusting that she had done her best. By releasing her grip on what she couldn't change, she experienced a liberating sense of relief. Chapter 5. Mindfulness through Breath. While learning to nurture a calmer mind, Maya discovered the power of mindfulness meditation. She sought a quiet corner in her home, lit a candle, and invited stillness into her life. Closing her eyes, she concentrated on her breath, slowly inhaling, holding for a count, and exhaling gently. She recalled the Buddha's words, "When the mind is calm, the breath is calm." This connection between breath and state of mind anchored her in the present moment. The more she focused on her breath, the quieter her racing thoughts became. In those moments of stillness, Maya liberated herself from the chaos that had once consumed her. Each deep breath led her closer to a serene state of mindfulness, grounding her even amid external pressures. Gradually, she noticed that overthinking receded, replaced by acceptance and clarity. Chapter 6. Embracing Simplicity. As Maya continued her journey, she reflected on the importance of simplicity. In a world filled with distractions and societal pressures, it was easy to complicate her life with unnecessary worries. She made a conscious effort to declutter not only her physical space, but also her mind. One weekend, she attended a workshop centered around minimalism. The presenter shared the wisdom of simplicity, emphasizing that happiness is not found by chasing after complexity, but instead by embracing the essential. Maya absorbed the principles presented and committed to simplifying her life. She started with small actions, focusing on one task at a time, reducing commitments, and minimizing social media use. Embracing simplicity allowed her to let go of excessive expectations and obligations, revealing the beauty in everyday moments. As Maya learned to appreciate life's simplicity, her stress levels fell, creating space for joy and fulfillment. Chapter 7. Trusting Impermanence. Amid this transformative journey, Maya grappled with the concept of impermanence. While she felt newfound peace, doubt sometimes appeared, whispering that it wouldn't last. In quiet moments, she'd worry about how long this clarity would remain before slipping back into old patterns. One day at the park, she sat watching children play on the swings, realizing that every moment was transient. She mused, "Nothing lasts forever, not even my struggles." This revelation reminded her of the Buddhist teaching about the impermanent nature of all things. In understanding that both her joy and challenges would change, Maya found strength. No longer did she need to cling to happiness or fear loss. Everything in life, including her thoughts and feelings, was subject to transformation. Embracing that shift opened her heart to the flow of life, shielding her from the anxiety of permanence. Chapter 8. The Quieting of the Mind. As the weeks unfolded, Maya incorporated these lessons fully into her daily life. She felt her mind transform from a chaotic storm into a tranquil sea. By embracing the present, viewing her thoughts as clouds, relinquishing control, practicing mindfulness, simplifying her life, and trusting in impermanence, she discovered an inner sanctuary of peace. Friends began to notice the change as Maya became more present and content. Conversations flowed effortlessly, and laughter replaced the tension that once dominated interactions. She became the calm, reassuring presence that her friends sought. sharing her insights and encouraging them to find their paths to tranquility. One evening, while chatting with her best friend, Maya shared her journey. Overthinking is truly a thief, she advised. It robs us of joy, peace, and even our relationships. Embrace the present, let thoughts pass, and trust that everything will unfold as it should. Life's too short to get lost in worries. Her friend nodded in understanding, visibly moved by Maya's transformation, and decided to join her for mindfulness practices, igniting a new chapter in their friendship. Chapter 9: A New Beginning. Months later, as Maya sat outside sipping her early morning coffee, the sun cast warm rays across the sky. The world around her felt alive, vibrant, and inviting. This moment of clarity filled her with gratitude, amplifying her overall awareness of life's beauty. Recalling where she had once been, she understood that breaking free from overthinking was an ongoing journey. Despite occasional slips back into old habits, she now possessed the tools to quickly return to peace. At work, she approached every challenge with mindfulness. While others fretted over tight deadlines, Maya remained composed. Knowing she could manage only what lay within her control, she shifted her focus to presenting her best self in every situation. This paradigm shift didn't just affect her. Her colleagues began to notice her calm demeanor, sparking collective introspection. Encouraging team discussions around mindfulness and simplicity transformed their workplace dynamic, empowering others to find tranquility among corporate demands. Maya's journey demonstrated that while overthinking can consume us, the power to break free lies within our reach. By integrating 6 fundamental Buddhist principles, she cultivated a tranquil mind, nurturing an unshakable presence. As the sun set on another day, Maya smiled, recognizing that life would always present new challenges, but equipped with wisdom and mindfulness, she had learned to embrace the impermanence of all things, the joy, the sorrow, and everything in between. With each passing day, she was ready to appreciate the uncharted waters ahead, trusting in the flow of life and committed to finding peace in the present moment. And so, the journey continues, full of promise, serenity, and a heart open to embracing whatever life may bring.